Hey Jags, and welcome to the fifth broadcast of the year. We don't have many announcements this week, but let's get into it.
We are having a cheer clinic for 6th and 7th graders on Friday, December 6th from 4 to 6 p.m., where you'll be learning a few cheers and a few dances.
Afterwards, you will get to show off your new skills to your friends and family. The cost to join will be $20 per person.
The Spark Canned Food Drive ends on Monday, November 18th. Remember that the advisory who donates the most canned food wins a donut party.
That's all for today. See you next time.
Go Jags! Roar!
Hey Jags, my name is Sanaya, and thank you for joining me today for this special interview to honor Veterans Day. Today I'm going to interview Miss Taylor, who was part of the U.S. Navy. We are honored to have you today with us, Miss Taylor.
Thank you so much for coming to interview me.
All right, first question. Can you give more insight about your service and what motivated you to become part of the Navy?
Yes, so actually in 7th grade, I went to Canyon Vista Middle School and we had advisory first period. And my teacher was really big on history and the news, so he would play the news. And we actually witnessed 9/11 take place. When we went home that day, they sent us home early. I had it playing the entire time. It stuck with me for years, and I just knew that I really wanted to join the military somehow and then apply it, of course, to my degree. So yeah, it was great. I knew I was going to join one day.
That is truly inspiring. Were there any memorable moments that happened during your time while serving?
Yes, so right after boot camp, I went to a schooling to learn my profession. I worked in the nuclear department on engines, and I was immediately flown out to the Middle East to get onto a ship, a giant carrier. It was a completely crazy experience. And then we were able to go to Greece for like 3 days, ran a 5K there, beautiful country.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that. Finally, what does Veterans Day mean to you personally, and how can civilians best support veterans in their communities?
So when I first got out, I was still super young, and I didn't know what to do next in order to go to school, how to have my benefits move over, later on how to get a house, how to even have a veterans card. None of that stuff was really given to me. It was just really fast and I was out. So having a Next Step program would be very helpful. Having a better system when you go to the veterans offices, just a better way of doing things so that we know what the next steps could be.
Thank you so much for taking the time to share your story with us today. Your experiences and insights are invaluable, and we appreciate your service. Now with our other guest, Coach Davila. Hey Jags, today as part of our Veterans Day tribute, we have another guest here with us, Coach Davila, who served as a medic in the Army for 6 years. Thank you for being here with us, Coach Davila.
Yeah, thank you.
So Mr. Davila, could you tell us a bit about your role as a medic in the Army? What did a typical day look like for you?
Yeah, a typical day was waking up, doing our physical fitness stuff, going into our unit, and just like any other job, we have soldiers that are injured, soldiers that need medication, so we take care of any of those things. That's called like the aid station. Anything else from there just really depends on what the day needed. Some days we'd go on missions. That could be getting in a helicopter, an airplane, going to different parts of the country that we're in and helping them medically there. That could also be I'm supporting an infantry unit. I was attached to an infantry unit, so that meant that a group of soldiers, they may be doing something specific and may need medical assistance in that. So it really just depends, but every day was different. Definitely fun, definitely active all the time, and just doing, normal 9-to-5 kind of things with medicine, yeah.
All right. Sounds like you were an essential part of keeping everyone safe and healthy. What motivated you to become a medic?
So my father was a medic before me. He served during the Gulf War. My uncle was in the Navy, and I just really felt like joining was part of my purpose, is who I was as a young man. I really wanted to help others. I wanted to serve my country, and I felt, I guess I felt a sense of honor doing something that my father had done and kind of continuing that tradition, yeah.
That's really inspiring. I can imagine there were some challenging moments. Is there a memory or experience from your service that's particularly meaningful to you?
Yeah, absolutely. A big part of one of my deployments was going out and helping the French Legion and helping their soldiers train and get ready for some conflicts they were having. That was meaningful because without our training, without the things that we're providing them, they would have been unsuccessful in their mission. They had a very important mission. So it was definitely helping the French Legion. It was helping some of the impoverished countries in Africa, providing them with assistance, because different from here in America where people get medical care on a daily basis, easy access, we were, for that time being, were their only access to medical care. It was from adults and even children as young as 5 to 6 months old. So yeah, definitely it was an important job while I was out there.
Thank you for sharing that. It must take a lot of strength and courage to face those kind of situations. For people listening today, especially students, what's one piece of advice you like to give them, whether they're considering military service or just looking for ways to honor veterans?
Yeah, first of all, do your research. There's lots of different jobs out there, lots of different opportunities. Everybody thinks that joining the military is like the movies. You're going to be jumping out of airplanes, weapons, explosions, all that. It's not. It's more of a regular 9 to 5 kind of environment, even for people that have those more combat specific jobs. So do your research, know what you want. There's many people that I know that got into, for example, the tech industry from jobs that they had in the military. So that's always an option, or medical industry as well. And then at the end of the day, if that's not something you want to do, I always ask people, just have a little bit of pride when you see your veterans out there. Tell them hi, tell them thank you. You don't have to do the biggest gesture. The main thing is that there's many veterans out there. We work, in the past in our military service. It's not the easiest jobs. We're away from our family, away from our friends. And even something as simple as a thank you goes a long way. So yeah.
Thank you, Coach Davila, not just for being here today, but for your service and all that you've done for our country. It's been an honor to hear your story.
Thank you.
And to all the veterans watching, we thank you for your dedication, courage, and sacrifice. Happy Veterans Day, everyone.
Hey Jags, today for the health segment, I'm going to be interviewing Ms. Moonja about the Comet Miss Chaos Club. So, what is the Comet Miss Chaos Club?
Like the name suggests, stay calm and take control of your life, declutter your brain, and focus on your work.
And for people who don't know, what is meditation?
So meditation is connecting to yourself, connecting your thought process, and channelizing your work plans, prioritizing your things. Essentially, it is more of a quiet space and know yourself better so you can perform better in your life.
And what are some health benefits of meditation?
So there are a lot of studies on meditation that it does improve a lot of health in the way that first thing, if you can get control over your brain, you are very much stress-free. Doesn't mean that you will not have stress. You will have stress, but you will have a different way to look at the stress and take care of things. When you remove that unnecessary baggage from your brain by staying quiet, meditating, and decluttering, automatically the life becomes better because you are stress-free and you know how to control yourself, you know how to control stress, and you know how to control your body. So other stuff becomes very easy, smooth sailing.
And when is Comet Miss Chaos Club?
We do it every Thursday after school, 3:45 to 4:15.
Where?
In my room number 1231, and once the size, if we do yoga moves and stuff, we might sometimes go to the library to stretch ourselves.
Thank you, Jax, for watching, and thank you, Ms. Moonja, for coming.
Thank you.
Hey Jax, I'm here with members of the Spark Club, Yash and Advita. So, what does Spark stand for?
Spark stands for service, participation, action, responsibility, and kindness.
And what does the Spark Club do?
In Spark, we help out our community, our school, and our neighborhoods, and we do fun activities and just try to help out everybody we can.
How can joining help us be really successful?
It can help you develop a strong sense of community, especially moving forward, going to like high school, colleges, because that's what they really look for. How do you help out others, and what kind of person really are you? So that's what Spark helps you really do, helps you develop that sense of community.
And how do I sign up?
You can sign up by coming to our meetings. They're every other Monday afternoon. Our next meeting is on November 18th.
Any other words of advice?
Just help others less fortunate than you, Because that's really all it's about, right? Helping others be at a better sense than you, really. Being developing a sense of community. So help others less fortunate than you.
And do you guys have any other things going on?
Yes, we have a canned food drive going on, and it ends also on November 18th, so make sure you donate your cans.
Thank you. Hey Jags, I'm here with NJHS President Tia and Vice President Arjun. And I'm going to be asking some questions about your club. And so, what is your club about? What was it?
NJHS is a club that recognizes 8th grade students demonstrating scholarship, leadership, service, character, and citizenship. The goal of this club is to give back to the community, all while building upon these 5 pillars.
And how can joining this club be successful?
You can get numerous volunteering opportunities, which builds your character and leadership skills as you help out society.
And how do I sign up?
At the end of 7th grade, if your grades meet the requirement of having a total of at least a 95, then you get an invitation which tells you that if you would like to join, you must write an application. And based on your application, you may be admitted into NJHS.
And any other words of advice?
The only advice that I could really give is to keep your grades up, do your best whenever you can, and try to help out in society. If you're in 6th and 7th grade, we look forward to receiving your application.
Thank you. Hey Jags, I'm here with Student Council Secretary and Historian. I'm going to be asking some questions about your club. So what is your club about?
Our club is a student-led organization that promotes school spirit, and we run many school events. For example, we just had Red Ribbon Week, which was a huge success, and we have an upcoming dance in December.
The Red Ribbon Week was really fun. How can joining us help us being successful?
By joining our club, you can be successful by learning leadership skills and help to accomplish a common goal.
And how do I sign up?
We have posters all over the school that have the next meeting's time, date, and the location. We also have our Schoology group code. This club is open for anyone to join, and we really encourage everyone to join.
And any other words of advice?
Yeah, if you really want to do something, just don't give up and try your best at what you're trying to accomplish.
Thanks, Jags.
What's up, Jags? My name is Steven, and football season just ended, and now we're on to basketball. The Lady Jags won against Chisholm Trail, and here's how it went. 7th grade B team destroyed Chisholm, beating them 30-1. Top scorers for the game were Sophia G with 8 points, Emma J with 6 points, Hadley H with 4 points. 7th grade A team upset Chisholm, beating them 31-24. Top scorers for the game were Bradley D with 8 points, Joelle Y with 6 points. 8th grade B team also destroyed Chisholm, beating them 40-9. Top scorers for the game were Maya P with 8 points, Selma W with 6 points, and Brooklyn G with 6 points. The 8th grade A team won with a score of 51-6. Top scorers for the game were Ali H with 13 points, Mackenzie H with 10 points, and Jayshree L with 9 points. Way to go, Lady Jags. Now for boys basketball. 7th grade B team lost their game with a score of 37-48. 7th grade A team lost their game to Chisholm Trail with a score of 29-51. 8th grade B team won their game with a score of 56-27. Players of the game were Avishman Kumaran and Brandon Carroll. 8th grade A team won their basketball game versus Chisholm Trail by a score of 68-22. Players of the game were Liam Haggerty with 21 points, Talon Lauk with 13 points, and Luke Meyer with 13 points. Great job, Jags.